Assalamu alaikum students, this is Ms. Beena. I'm here with the last chapter of your April breakup, that is Defense Against Diseases. So let's begin the chapter. In this chapter we are going to discuss the germs, their infections, and how can we prevent them from happening, and what is the system in our body which helps us to protect from the germs and infections. Let's start the chapter. Introduction is our body has many ways of defending itself against viruses, bacteria, and other germs. Together, these defenses give our body natural immunity against infection. There are many ways in which our body protects us from diseases and infections. So our whole body has a proper mechanism of prevention from germs and diseases. One by one, we'll go through them, that which part of our body protects ourselves from germs and how. First of all, the nose and air passages. Our nose and air passages are lined with mucous membrane. This is a layer of cells which make a sticky fluid called mucus. The mucus traps germs and dirt in the air we breathe. So our nose, inside our nose, the air passages, the trachea, the bronchi, and the whole respiratory tract is lined with mucous membrane. What is mucous membrane? It's a layer of cells which consists of glands that are called mucus glands, and the mucus glands will release a liquid called mucus. This liquid will help to prevent us from germs to spread infection, and whenever any germ comes in contact with mucus, that germ will be trapped in mucus, and then it will become inactive. It will not respond, and later that mucus will be excreted out of our body. Tiny hairs called cilia move the mucus to our throat, where it is swallowed, passing harmlessly out of our body. So all the mucus having the germs and dirt will then be swallowed into our stomach, and from our digestive tract it can easily be excreted from the body through large intestine. Here you can see the picture. This picture is showing us the first layer, that is the EP. This is epithelial layer consisting of the surface cells of the skin of the organs, and inside this layer you can see the G letters representing the mucus glands. These are the glands that are producing the mucus liquid. Our skin has an outer layer of dead cells which form a barrier against germs. Sebaceous glands under the skin make sebum, an oily antiseptic liquid. Our skin also consists of a layer of dead cells. The cells that become die, they retain over there, and then whenever germs comes in contact with the dead cells, they become trapped over there and suspended over there. And secondly, some important glands are also present in our skin called sebaceous glands. These glands release a liquid which is an oily secretion called sebum. This is an antiseptic liquid, and it has the ability to trap the germs and stop them from spread and their duplication. Sebum keeps skin supple, waterproof, and protected from most germs. Here is a diagram of part of a skin. You can see that sweat glands are also present inside the skin. Some blood vessels are there, fats are there, and the sebaceous glands are also visible in this diagram along with the hair follicles. So these are the sebaceous glands that will release the oily substance, and it will be preventing the germs from entering into our body. Our eyes are protected against germs by an antiseptic liquid secreted from our tear glands. Our eyes are washed with this liquid every time we blink. So our eyes also protects us from the germs by releasing a liquid from the tear glands. Tear glands are present under our eyes, the eyelashes, and they will release the liquid that is also antiseptic in nature, and whenever we blink the eye, or whenever any dirt or any particle or any germ comes in contact with our eyes, then this liquid will be released and it will again protect our eyes from entering germs. Stomach and digestive system. The lining of our stomach produces hydrochloric acid needed for digestion. This acid also kills germs which enter our body in food and drink. You must have studied in the previous chapters the digestive system, and we also studied that our stomach releases an acid, that is hydrochloric acid, which helps to activate the digestive enzyme. But it also have one more property, that the hydrochloric acid which is released in our stomach will kill the germs whatever has entered in our body through the food or drink. Those germs will be killed in our stomach. Our alimentary canal is also lined with mucus glands that release mucus which prevents the digestive tract from germs and infections. So just like the respiratory tract, the digestive tract is also lined with the mucus glands, and they will release the mucus which will again prevent us from germs and infection. Germs which get into our bloodstream through wounds are eaten by white blood cells. They are also called leukocytes. So here comes the immune system of our body that consists of the special blood cells called white blood cells. They are also called leukocytes, and they are the cells that will help us resistant. They will make the body resistant from the diseases, and they are the site which kills the germs and prevent the infection from spread. They consist of two types of cells, phagocytes and lymphocytes. Phagocytes are those cells that will eat the germs and bacteria, and lymphocytes are those cells that will release a special protein called antibody, which will be discussed in the next lecture, inshallah. So here the lecture is ended. The questions I have written for you are: how does our body protect our respiratory system from germs and infections? Then, which substance is produced by our skin that protects it? Explain. And the third question is: draw a neat and labeled diagram of mucous membrane. It is there in your chapter. You can see over there. Thank you, students. Allah Hafiz.